If you're looking for cheap Ultimate Team coins, go check out igsky.com. Links for that will be in the description below. Use the discount code Rossi for a little bit 5% off. It's got a fully automated service. You get your coins instantly. What more can you ask for? Enjoy the video. Hello guys, Mr. Rossi 1990 here, and this is going to be a pretty cool video here on my channel today. Basically, it's going to be labelled My Ultimate Team, and obviously what I mean by that is the players I would have if chemistry didn't matter, if there was actually a couple of players added into the game as well. Now, I've kind of set myself my own kind of rule in this. I can only have 2 players who don't currently play in this FIFA. One's kind of like a player who ideally will probably see at some point joining the FIFA Legend kind of stage, and a player possibly not, but who's close to me because obviously I'm a Leeds fan, and we'll get to that one when we get there. But I'm rocking the 3-4-1-2 formation. It's not going to get full chemistry, but it gets close to full chemistry actually. It's got good chem. And it's a team through players which I've liked growing up, who I respect, and I feel as if I would like to have in my personal ultimate team. Now, the goalkeeper is pretty straightforward. They're all going to be concept players. I don't actually have any of them in my club, unbelievably. Schmeichel is going to be the goalkeeper. Now, Schmeichel is fantastic. I grew up watching Schmeichel. Everybody wants to be Schmeichel when they're a goalkeeper, like I used to play. Even though I'm actually only 5'7" tall, I always wanted to go in goal. I don't even. Well, I was playing like I was a bit younger. Obviously, I wasn't technically small back then. They're all about the same height. A lot younger, I mean. I always used to go up a place we called the Green, which is in the place where I live, and it's just like a bit of patch of grass, I suppose you could say. And for some reason I always wanted to go in goal. Now I'm a bit older, I play five-a-side, I play more attacking. I'm definitely not a goalkeeper, even though five-a-side goals are technically a lot shorter. It would kind of make sense. I just wanted to go in goal. I wanted to be Peter Schmeichel. I just wanted to be Peter Schmeichel. Like I said, even though I'm not a Man United fan, didn't have to be a Man United fan to understand how good he actually was. He went on to play for a couple of other teams as well, Manchester United obviously being his well-known kind of team, and I would love to have him in my Ultimate Team. He is in Ultimate Team technically, but still not out as a card. He hasn't been released, so that's really frustrating actually for me. So I'd love to try him out. He'd be expensive, I'd imagine. 90 rated goalkeeper on par with Neuer, but we're all kind of expecting Neuer to get Team of the Year card or Team of the Season card or something along those lines, or an inform at some point, so he'll probably go up quite a few levels over Schmeichel. But the centre-backs we're going to go for, Maldini is going to be my first centre-back. I'm pretty sure Maldini used to play left-back quite a lot, but just pure respect for the man who played 900 games for one club. Unbelievably. Didn't move anywhere else, had an amazing career, and he's 92 rated on here. Unbelievable stats as well. He goes for a bomb, and I would just love him in my team. He played brilliant. He was just so good to watch, and you know, you see clips on YouTube of him. He was an out-and-out player. He was fantastic, and like I said, I would love to have him in what I would consider my ultimate team. Now, in the middle here, we're going to have Hierro. Now, I love this guy. I've used his card on my team as well. I've been lucky enough to be able to use him in some of the random hybrids we've done. He's an amazing player on this game. He's gone up in price like a bitch, actually. I got him for like 700k. He's like $1 million plus now. But again, fantastic player. Played a lot of games for Real Madrid. He scored goals. A lot. I mean, 126 goals for a centre-back is unbelievable. He's a boss from corners and just an absolutely all-round amazing player. Scored quite a few goals for Spain as well. And again, another player I'd love to have in my Ultimate Team. Now, obviously, I could technically have these 3 players if they all were available and all were on the market. Now, the next player is actually going to be a player who he's still playing now, but I love him so much. He's such a good centre-back, and it is Sergio Ramos. This is going to be his 88 card. That's his highest rated card on the game at the moment. It's his orange card, I do believe. What a player Sergio Ramos is. When I grew up, he was mainly a right back, and he's kind of moulded into a centre back now with that high attacking work rate. He likes to get forward, doesn't he? But with Real Madrid, you don't have to defend a lot. Most of the time, you will be on the attack, in most games anyway. And what a player Sergio Ramos is. Love using him on this game as well, even though with them high attacking work rates doesn't really put me off him. Still want to be using him, and he's a player which I just absolutely love in real life and on the game. It leads ourselves to our left midfielder as well, which is actually going to be Cristiano Ronaldo. I've got massive respect for Cristiano Ronaldo, not only because he left Manchester United, which not a lot of people do. Him and Pogba are my 2 kind of players for leaving Man United, but Ronaldo on par with the best player in the world currently right now. I can't pick between him and Messi. Slightly more towards Messi for me. He's more my style of player, tricky and kind of like complicated type of player, where he's like hard to get off the ball, dribbling side of aspect, where Ronaldo's more of a like powerhouse. He'll score your headers, he'll score your free kicks. That's what Messi scores, free kicks as well. I'm still kind of torn at which I don't know who's better. It's such an annoying kind of thing to have. The 2 centre mids we're going to have, again, is going to be 2 BBVA players. and it's going to be the partnership of Iniesta and Xavi. Xavi, I put Toni Kroos in. I don't mean to put Toni Kroos in. I mean, Toni Kroos is a good player, but we want Xavi in this team. Now, everybody knows that these two are the people to have in your ultimate kind of 11. I mean, the passing ability and the teamwork in them is unbelievable. I mean, obviously, they're getting a little bit old now. I mean, Iniesta's still an 89 rated card, but Xavi's kind of declining a little bit. And eventually, maybe they'll move on to like MLS or go kind of down that route. Who knows? But for now, it's just awesome that they're still around. And they're 100% going to get legend cards in years to come if it's still around when they finally retired and moved on. 100% going to get legend cards. On the right mid, this is where things get a little bit complicated. This is going to be a card which isn't in the game. For the basis of the video, for me doing it right now, I'm just going to chuck in a random legend card he plays right mid, so it gets the same chemistry as it would as if I was chucking in the legend card I'm going to do. You'll see on your screen right now, I've chucked in Lundberg, but that isn't the legend card I want. I want David Beckham. Again, a Manchester United player, an England player, I'm going to say, mainly. I love David Beckham. I think he's absolutely fantastic. Crossing ability, unbelievable. Free kicks of a god. Fantastic passer. I've mocked together a legend card for him. Obviously, the stats are going to be a little bit strange. I'm not very good at judging stats. I imagine I'll leave that to EA. But let me know in the comment section below, what would you have if Beckham had a legend card right mid? What kind of stats would you give him? And what kind of all-round just level, basically, would you give him? We'd just probably see like a cut-out image of him there in that right mid position, which, again, Photoshop is not my forte, but I'll try my hardest. We'll move over to the actual striker now. And this one's going to be, of course, Messi. We can't have Messi. We can't have a team, my Ultimate Team, without having the main man, Messi, of course. He might be a centre forward, actually. Yeah, he's a centre forward on Ultimate Team. So we'll chuck it to centre forward and we'll go there. Messi, 100% in my team. We'll put his 95 version in, which is, of course, his multicoloured record breaker card. Brilliant player in real life. I mean, no, I don't think many of you could go a team, what you consider your Ultimate Team, without having a Messi and Ronaldo in there right now. I mean, like I said, I gave myself the task of picking two players which aren't in the game. I've gone for Beckham as one of them. We all want Beckham in the game, let's not lie. But Messi has to be in this team. And in the centre forward position, it's going to be another legend, or in his cam position, sorry. And this is where the chemistry kind of goes down the shitter. We're actually going to have Dennis Bergkamp. Now, obviously, I could say, yeah, Pele, but I didn't see Pele. I wasn't around when Pele was a thing. Quite a lot of people weren't, but Dennis Bergkamp, absolute love this guy. And to have him in behind the strikers, like in that kind of like cam role, would be a god in this game. I was lucky enough to use him. I actually borrowed somebody's account, and I was lucky enough to use a Dennis Bergkamp card on this game, and he is a god. Fantastic player. And that moves me on to my striker now. Now, I could have had a number of players here. I wanted to go for a Leeds player. I could have had Mark Viduka. I could have had Alan Smith. I could have even gone for Harry Kewell. But I've gone for a player who has recently been in the kind of like news recently. Not what you would consider news, but I follow a lot of people who are Leeds fans on Twitter. And Leeds signed Tony Yeboah like 20 years ago, I think it was, yesterday or today, whenever this video comes out. And to me, he is an absolute legend. I'm just going to chuck in, we'll chuck in George Way, because that's kind of what I would consider a Tony Yeboah type of card. Holy shit. But Tony Yeboah wasn't out-and-out pace. What he was power. He was pacey. My God, was he pacey. But he wasn't what I would consider rapid. He was a joy to watch. I grew up, I was a bit young when he was around. I was about 6 or 7 or 8, but I was a big Leeds fan back when I was a lot younger. They were a lot better, obviously. Premier League, going on to win numerous games, coming close to winning the title a few times, and then, you know, had some problems, and now we are where we are now for whatever reason. But Tony Yeboah, oh my God, did I love him so much. I mean, you can watch him on YouTube. You can see the goals he scored, 2 in particular against Liverpool and Wimbledon. Very similar goals, actually, in the style that they went in. But such unique talent. Unbelievable with his left and right foot. You could probably say he would have 4 or 5 star weak foot. I don't know about the skills, because you don't know. He's more of a dribbler, I would say, than a skiller. And he would be my ideal player to have in this game. Powerhouse, he would have immense physical, I'd imagine. I've probably been a lot biased on his card because obviously I'm a Leeds fan and I like to big him up. But if anybody knows Tony Yeboah, help me out. Let me know what you would make of his legend card. So that is my team. I'll move you over to the bench now. There's a couple of players down here as well. Obviously Roberto Carlos. I chose a formation where left back wasn't required. That's why he wasn't in there. We've got Vieira there as well, an absolute powerhouse midfielder. Pirlo in his prime. magnifique, absolutely brilliant. We've got David Seaman there. Probably should have sorted that out a little bit better and put David Seaman back there so it looks a little bit better. There we go, David Seaman. I just wanted a goalkeeper on the bench, and England, just all round, he's in the game. It made sense for me to put him there. Thierry Henry with a stat card on him at the moment here. A legend card, Thierry Henry would get in my team 100%. Robbie Fowler for his Leeds connections and the fact that he's in this game. He actually didn't play a load for Leeds. He just played the 33 games, scored 14 goals. He was a goal scorer. He was a fantastic player to watch back when he was in his prime for Liverpool especially. And then Ibrahimovic getting himself in there as well, because he still is now and always has been a fantastic player to watch. And I fully rate him, and he is one of my favourite players in the world. But that is my ultimate team. Like I said, I'm going to set you guys a challenge now. Go over to your concept squad. Go over to your foothead, your footwears, whatever you want. At Mr. Rossi1990 is my Twitter. Link it to me. What would be your ultimate team? Don't worry about chemistry. I've got 100 chemistry teammate lads, but I haven't done that purposely. That's just the way it's turned out. It's got a lot of kind of like the same. It's actually only a Legends and PBVA team. I only just realised that now. But that is what I would consider my ultimate team. You can use two players who are not in the game. Like I've chosen Tony Yeboah and of course David Beckham. If you want to put any of your other ones, I mean, a lot of people probably go for Zidane and people like that. Zidane would 100% probably get in my team, but I just felt as if the formation I was going down, I wanted Iniesta and Xavi in there, and there's obviously a load of people I've probably forgotten about, and they just don't really go on the brain. But I wanted Beckham because I just loved Beckham, and I wanted a Leeds player, and I decided to go Tony Yeboah. Absolute joy. So that is my team. Let me know yours. That's me finished for this video. Subscribe if you're new. See if we can smash out 1,000 likes. That'll be absolutely amazing. Hope you've had a good day. I'll catch you next time. And bye-bye. Boom. Popping